We've been sleeping too long. Now the warning is clear. Our streets don't feel British, and the end's drawing near. They divided the right, while the numbers kept rising. Time to stop the talking. It's time for deciding. Join Restore, or be no more. Join Restore, or be no more. Stand up together, fight for our shore. Join Restore, or be no more. Millions must go, send them back where they came. You must speak English, we don't care for the game. No more excuses, speak English or get out. Learn our traditions, don't force us to learn yours. Respect our culture or head straight for the doors. This is Britain, we don't bow to foreign laws. Join Restore, or be no more. Join Restore, or be no more. Stand up together, fight for our shore.
Indeed.
Join Restore, or be no more. No more grooming gangs, no more two-tier rules, no more foreign flags flying over our schools. Put Britain first, protect our kids and our land. If you won't stand with us, then you don't understand. From the 4 nations, one people, one flag in the sky. No more division, it's do or it's die. No more talking, no more fear. The hour is late, and the moment is here. Join Restore, or be no more. Join Restore, or be no more. Millions must go, send them back to the shore. You must speak English, or you're out the door. Join Restore, or be no more. Join Restore, or be no more.
Right, let's get to it. Lock and load one first. I like to have one in the chamber ready to go. Last night, what did we make of it? Wow. Seems to me like the guys have been planning that for a while, hadn't they? That didn't happen spontaneously. That was planned. Well organised as well by the looks of it. They knew exactly what they were doing, didn't they? The boys did. The boys, the lads. They knew what they were doing exactly. No cameras, stuff like that. Yeah, they knew their targets. They knew what they were going for. Yeah, heck of a night. Really good. Well, good. I'm not sure that's the right word to use. I just hope nobody was arrested. I don't like to see our boys go into prison. If they do go to prison, it's because they were, what's the word for it? The government is responsible for anybody who goes to prison because it's the government who inflicted this nightmare on our country, on Europe. Yeah, they're the ones who should be held responsible. Yeah. No, I didn't. I don't normally put up when I'm going live, to be honest. I used to call it pop-ups. God, excuse me, guys. Time for me to do my morning duties medication. I'll play some Loyalist tunes and be back as quickly as I can.
There's a famous painting now that everybody knows. It stands upon a gable wall over Sandy Road, in memory of King William and brotherhood is joined. They fought for our deliverance at the Battle of the Boyne. King Blaze on the wall, King Blaze on the wall. He stands so high, shines so bright, he lights up the falls. There's millions come to see him, they stand and gaze in awe. They remember 1690, King Blaze on the wall. Well, there are slogans painted in red, white, and blue. They tell the Pope where he can go and what he can do. There's one to Jared Rice, well, that's a different class. Go stick below our armor road and stick it up your ass. King Blaze on the wall, King Blaze on the wall. He stands so high, shines so bright, he lights up the falls. There's millions come to see him, they stand and gaze in awe. They remember 1690, King Blaze on the wall. Well, the next time you're in Ulster, won't you come and have a look? Stand beside that mural and have your photo took. Then put it on your mantelpiece or hang it in your hall, so that all the world can see King Blaze on the wall. King Blaze on the wall, King Blaze on the wall. He stands so high, he shines so bright, he lights up the falls. There's millions come to see him, they stand and gaze in awe. They remember 1690, King Blaze on the wall. King Blaze on the wall, King Blaze on the wall. He stands so high, he shines so bright, he lights up the falls. There's millions come to see him, they stand and gaze in awe. They remember 1690, King Blaze on the wall. King Blaze on the wall, King Blaze on the wall. He stands so high, shines so bright, he lights up the falls. There's millions come to see him, they stand and gaze in awe. They remember 1690, King Blaze on the wall.
What did you miss? What did you miss? What did you miss, Eric? Well, do what I did when I got up this morning. Use Google and look for the latest news. Actually, that's not true. I went over to ChatGPT and got them to give me a summary of all the breaking news stories and what happened through the night. That's always the best way to stop check on the latest information, Eric. Yeah. It's not too difficult, is it, my friend? Right. Uncle Paul. Oh, great. Green Arrow. I prefer Green Arrow or Paul, and I don't even like Paul anymore, thanks to people like Paul Thorpe. Well, last night we knew it was coming. The boys had it planned. They knew exactly what their targets were. They knew exactly how to distract, if you like, the occupation forces, the Gestapo, yeah, the police. They knew exactly how to distract them, didn't they? Let's go have a look at X, see what's happening there, shall we? Let's get over there. Belfast search. See, look, I've done a search, Eric. Here we go. What we got? Belfast search, share this. Come here, we got it there. Charity shop that send their profits back to Uganda, hit with a flaming car. stems from attack on a local Irishman. Yeah. Started it rolling, and then there you go. Oh, this guy, Costagate, London police officer for smugly smirking during a protest. Let's see what this is about.
Look at his eyes. Until your daughter gets raped on the streets of Britain, that's disgusting. Disgusting. You'll smirk until it's your daughter that's getting raped, or your mum that's getting raped, or someone in your family getting beheaded in the streets of the UK.
Okay, wait. He thinks it's funny.
Trying to hold back his laugh. Look at him. He's trying to hold back his laugh. But it's not funny.
Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes.
Funny, lad.
Look, Officer Murray. Make him go viral.
Come on, make him go viral.
Little Mars with what's going on. What a little queen.
What's going on?
What a little fucking queen.
Someone at EAM getting on his knee. I'm going to show you.
Been on the roids, mate. Been on the roids. This protest is here. We're protesting right now because immigrants in the streets of the UK are raping innocent British nationalists, British children, British mums, British aunts.
Keep taking me weed
and this is what the protest is here, and he's smiling about it. He's smiling about it.
Share it.
You fucking nonce.
Yeah. Immigrant family rescued by police. Shouldn't laugh. Shouldn't laugh. Dawson says it was attempted murder. I tell you what I think attempted murder was. That Southampton, those cops in Southampton trying to decapitate that veteran with the edge of their shields, that was attempted murder. Yeah. Sorry guys, I don't care. I really don't care. Let's see what this is saying.
King of the fucking North. I'm warning you, don't interfere with my megalomania or egocentric arrogance. I'm king of the fucking North. I'm warning you, don't interfere with my megalomania or egocentric arrogance. I'm king of the fucking North. I'm warning you, don't interfere with my megalomania.
I guess that's that Andy Burnham, isn't it? What's Charlie Peter saying? Ukrainian family moved to East Belfast. Oh well. Some good street scenes there. HMOs. The only people I care about are the British people. People of Ulster. Don't care. Their vehicles. Oh. They all seem to have nice cars. Yeah. Molly Picture says she doesn't blame the people of Ulster for being upset. Nobody does. It was good to yeah. The boys know what they're doing, don't they? The boys know what they are doing, and they dressed appropriately. Shouldn't really have white stripes down your trousers. Let me have a look at the comments. What are you talking about? Hang on, I'll put a tune on while you talk. Yeah, guys, I've got to close at 9 o'clock on the dot. I was toying whether or not even to do a live this morning at 8 because there's a video I want to get out, if you like, an aftermath of last night's events. I wanted to do an after-match report, if you like, the final score. I've got the source material backed up and some clips from Sinn Féin people. Sinn Féin are the enemy of the Irish people, aren't they? Sinn Féin, yeah, nationalists, my arse. They're Marxists, they've always been Marxists. I learned that in 1969. They only wanted the English out, the Brits out, so they could flood the country with the dross of the third world. Yeah. Well, of the people of Ulster, shown the people on the mainland, what to do, how to dress. Should dress for every occasion, you know. Yeah, most people will understand why the people of Ulster done it. Well, they didn't do it voluntarily. They were pushed into it by our government, wasn't they? Who were pushed into it by someone else. Yeah, shite fame. Don't think the PLO were ever Marxists, to be honest. You might be right. Let's have a tune. Let's have me.
This is Paul, the Green Arrow, standing tall, or possibly sitting with a biscuit. At 6 o'clock sharp, when the valley still snores, Paul's got one slipper halfway out the door, raises the flag like a hero at dawn, then trips on the cable out on the lawn. He warms up the tubes with a serious face, like launching a rocket into outer
I think that's
space.
the plan.
The kettle goes ping and the toast goes black, and the national news gets stuck in his hat. Mic in his hand, headphones on tight, he fell asleep broadcasting half the night, dreaming of Elvis and a weather report, while his chair did a swivel and his teacup fall. Oh, Paul, the Green Arrow flies, with jam on his jumper and sleep in his eyes, spinning those jukebox hits with pride, from Wales to the world on the breakfast tide. Oh, Paul, don't drop the mic, you're live on air in your dressing gown stripes. At 6 in the morning, he's ready to go, with 50s hits and now then, hello! He says, here's Buddy Holly, but plays Berlin, then blames the transmitter for having a spin. The valves glow red and the speakers shout, Paul, your bacon's burning from somewhere out. He reads the headlines with noble intent, but his glasses are missing and his notes are bent. Prime Minister says, then he paused with dread, hang on now, that's my shopping list instead. Leaks in the garden, flag in the breeze, radio humming like a hive full of bees. He's Welsh as rain on a rugby day, and twice as loud when Tom Jones plays. Delilah, he cries, though the mic's gone dead, still singing with headphones wrapped round his head. A legend in slippers, a broadcast king with a custard cream crown and a 50 swing. Paul, Paul, the Green Arrow flies, with static sparks and heroic sighs, from the old transmitter to the morning glow. He wakes up Wales with his radio show. Paul, Paul, don't fall asleep, the mic still live and the chair's gone squeak. At 6 in the morning, let the good times roll. The Green Arrow's got rock and roll in his soul. Radio crackle, sleepy snore, flag rope clinking. Coming up next, national news, right after I find me teeth.
God. Oh, great. This is what I've been waiting for, and the only reason the show is on this morning, guys. Stand by. Let's get a link up for Freedom Dad. Let's ask Freedom Dad how went the day. Go bed. Okay, there's a link up, Freedom Dad. Been waiting for you. You're the only reason I went live this morning. I wanted to make a video on the aftermath of last night. And I thought, no, go live just in case Freedom Dad drops in. I was hoping you would. Otherwise, I might be going over the top and calling for more action. You to keep me cool. Morning, Freedom Dad.
Morning, mate.
Great to
On the
see
go
you.
this morning. Aye, it's all good. Me, I had a good night's sleep. Well, fucking, I got like 6 hours. I'm lucky. And
You work
back at it
well.
this morning. We got Glenn's up in court today, so
Yeah.
got to be at the courts. So high Strix, I think you've seen all the footage.
Oh yes. Oh yes. The only reason I went live, Freedom Dad, this morning, it was in the hope that you'd come in and have a talk to us before you started your day. I got a lot to report
Yes, of
on.
course. Yes. I've got a bit of time. Oh, brilliant. Thank you. Go ahead, mate. What's happening?
Well, this is my take on it, and you obviously know exactly what happened, but the way I'm figuring it is looking at the guys on the streets last night and the way they were dressed. This wasn't spontaneous. This was really well planned, and their targets were planned as well. They didn't seem to have been selected at random. Go do your school run, BC Wench, and drive carefully. Drive carefully, BC Wench. We care about you too much to lose you.
Yeah, 100%. Sorry, mate, I lost you a wee bit there because we've just left Wi-Fi, went on the data.
That's okay. I was just saying now, Freedom Dad, that everything seems to have been well coordinated last night. So whoever done that knew what they were doing.
Sorry, I lost you a wee bit there, mate, coming out of the Wi-Fi and going on the data. Sorry about that, mate.
Okay, shall I try again? Or
yes, mate.
You look tired, Freedom Dad. Some days you look really, really fresh and energetic. This morning you look tired.
Yeah, mate, I'm not long up. I'm not long up. I've lots to do. One of them ones up and you think, oh, I could sleep all day, and then you realise you've got to be somewhere. But
you've always got lots to do. Hey, Freedom Dad, any chance of you reaching out to Derek Domino and talking to him?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Some of my guys are on to it. Trying get a wee interview sorted out, you know.
Yeah, your interviews are really good. I think Derek would be great, and he seems to share a lot of the beliefs that you share in the north, which is excellent.
100%. Yeah, there's a lot of similarities between us and the Irishmen these days. I never thought I'd say that.
Yeah. What was it last night? People from Ardine and from Shankill, was it?
Yeah, it was amazing, mate. Absolutely amazing to see. Like, you know what I mean? I've fucking never thought I'd see that, like, ever in my days.
Yeah, and I think it's worrying the establishment. I'm going to try and find the link for the video I'm making, but it was commented on the mainstream media that they were people, the Republicans and the Loyalists were out on the streets together, and this time they weren't at each other's throats. It's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, it was quite remarkable. I went right down because we want to try to see as much as we could, but getting into some of these areas, it wasn't so easy getting out. You know what I mean? So you had to rely on guys letting you in and out of barricades. You know what I mean? Which can be difficult at times.
Do they appreciate what you do, Freedom Dad? The boys?
Oh, of course, yes, everybody appreciates Freedom Dad. You know what I mean? I've been doing this for long enough, and I've took a few beatings for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm glad I'm up in the Welsh Valley. If not, I'd be with the boys behind the wire. I think I would. I'd have been in an internment camp, that's for sure. Yeah, because I can't stay silent.
Yeah, so
we need comrades like you, Freedom Dad.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's there's no other answer but being calm. You know what I mean? There's no point getting worked up, is there?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No point burning your city to the ground.
I put a video up yesterday calling for peaceful action and stuff like that. But what I was really concerned about was, I can understand why, and I hope British follow the Main of Ulster. I'm just concerned with our boys going to jail, to be honest. I don't care about anything else. I just don't want our men going to jail.
Yeah, well, they should, you know, at the end of the day, it's down to each individual how he presents himself onto the streets. You know what I mean? Whether he gets a jail or not.
Aye, yes, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Well, they seemed pretty disciplined last night. I'm sure that there were some who were not so disciplined, but the majority of them seemed to act in coordination, and so they seemed fairly disciplined. They appeared to know what they were doing from over here, from over the Irish Sea. That's the way it looked to me, but I may have it wrong.
No, well, it's just years of doing this. You know what I mean? And you know, I hear there was one of the journalists was going that the paramilitaries were behind this. You know what I mean? And you know, it's not really anything to do with the paramilitaries. It's not really too hard to work out. You know, these young lads are online. They're on YouTube. They're watching Freedom Dad. They're watching other people. They're watching all the riots in Southampton. They watch the Southport, and I can tell you this: they'll be sitting watching the TV of men with bare face running at police officers and going, "Why would they do that?" And that's just the way I see it. You know, it's just common sense. You know, in the day of CCTV and surveillance, that you know, if you're going to be crossing the line of illegal, if you're going to do something illegal, then you're going to be covering your face up. It's just
not just your face. You've got to be really. You know, obviously we condemn all violence, Freedom Dad, don't we? We condemn all violence and acts of violence, you know, but I was having a look at some of the distinctive clothing certain individuals were wearing. Their faces were covered, but their clothing was most distinctive.
Yeah, I think about 80% were all dressed in black, all black, you know, and 80% of the all the men involved were all in black, you know what I mean? But yeah, but that's what I seen everywhere I went. You know what I
mean? I was watching that Sinn Féin mayor of Belfast. She is batshit crazy. She is batshit crazy. I've got a couple of good clips I'll put up of her later on and a few others. What happened? What happened? What happened to Belfast? How did she get there?
So in Northern Ireland, in Belfast, we take it in turns. we take it in turns, Protestant Catholic Lord Mayors, you know what I mean? And so I think this year they went like, let's get the most Catholic Lord Mayor we can find and really piss them all off.
She doesn't seem like a Catholic to me. I was listening to several of Sinn Féin spokespeople spoke things. They said, I think they were women. I can't be sure. I can't be sure they were women, but they were fucking crazy, Freedom Dad. They were crazy.
Honestly, this one speaks in Gaelic before she speaks in English. So you've got to sit there and listen to her speaking in Gaelic, and then you've got to wait for her to speak in English. You know what I mean?
That happens to us in Wales as well. Down in South Wales, you know, I think the only people who speak Welsh, a few people in the Welsh Assembly, but we get it all. All our letters are in Welsh, and on the back is English, and yet South Wales, very few of us speak Welsh. Hey, I'm not knocking the Welsh language. My granddaughter speaks it fluently. There's 4 different types of Welsh. That's a different story. But, you know, I want them to fix the potholes, not a sign in Welsh saying potholes in Welsh. I want the fucking potholes fixed.
I thought you just wanted the foreigners out.
I tell you, I came back from I'd been abroad for a couple of years, and I didn't realize how things had changed. So I was driving up the valley, and all of a sudden, all the places I want to go, the names are in Welsh. Newport had become Cas Newed, and where was it? Where I was heading up the valley. I thought, fucking hell, where's Newport? I was driving from Portsmouth. Where's Newport gone? Because of all the Welsh signs. And so frightened to go over to England and see what road sign warnings now, because I'm so used to seeing the word Araf, A-R-A-F, which means slow in Welsh. And I go over to England and I see a sign saying slow, and I think, what does fucking slow mean? Do they mean Arab?
Oh dear. But yeah, it's the morning after. I'll be in Belfast shortly, and I'm still loaded with a cold, mate. Still absolutely loaded with a cold.
Well,
You know
keep
what I
it
mean?
over there in Ulster then. Keep it over there in Ulster. Yeah.
I'm giving it to everybody around me. Everybody's got it.
Go shake hands with the Sinn Féin mayor. Give her a kiss. No tongues.
I wouldn't kiss her with yours.
Well, when I do the video this morning, I'm going to put this clip in. I'm going to put this clip in. Yeah.
Yes, that's the state of the affairs, you know what I mean? This is what I mean. We've got Protestants and Catholics coming together, and Sinn Féin are doing stuff like this. You know, a small minority speak Irish language, fucking 1-2%, if that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we've got the Palestinian flag going up in the city hall. We've got the Union flag getting taken down. We've got Irish street signs getting put up in Protestant areas. This is just to antagonize the Protestants, so they take it out in the Catholic community, and therefore it creates the divide. And then the Catholics go, "Oh, the MProds are horrible. Let's vote for Sinn Féin." We're not. You know, we just don't want the Irish language. We want our Union flag back up, and we certainly don't want any Palestinian flags anywhere in our city centre, never mind the top of our city hall.
You know that. Thanks for that, Freedom Dad, because I'll work that into this morning's video. I just wish we had bigger readerships to get stories like yours out there about what you just said about the division they're trying to cause. We mustn't let that happen. Freedom Dad, what do you think will happen next? Is this it now? Was it just one night of protests, or will they continue?
Well, I don't think it's going to continue. That's not normally the way it works. Normally it's a night like you've seen last night, and then that'll be it. What I do know is that the demonstrations and the protests that we've been having will get bigger. You know, this is an awakening. You know, this is a massive awakening. You know, I've been saying this all along. I'm not one of the ones that told you so, but it's nothing surprises me here. Everything's just going away. I've said it would go, and you know, I did warn the government that the place would go up if anything happened to any of our guys. You know, I've said it over and over again. I'm not here pushing hate. I'm here saying this isn't going to end well for nobody. You know, it's like I say, there was a statement made last night that refugees aren't welcome in Northern Ireland. We don't, you know, and that's just the way it is. You know, there was a clear statement from in every area where they've been pushing in foreigners, and the statement was made last night by what happened to their cars and their houses, that they weren't welcome in loyalist areas or Protestant areas or whatever, you know what I mean?
No.
And basically the main statement is local homes for local people. You know, so obviously, hopefully the politicians will start addressing why we've got foreigners coming into the country, why we need them in the country, why this country, why so many, and you know, what can we do instead of that, i.e. fix our births and our deaths, you know what I mean, reward mothers for having children, etc., etc. So hopefully that's the kind of discussions we're going to be having now.
Well, one thing is for sure, I should imagine there's going to be a lot of wannabe colonizers of Ulster who will be having second thoughts and looking across the Irish Sea to the UK mainland, thinking perhaps we should go over to England. Yeah. And,
well, you're right. You're right. This is the thing. Sorry, Paul, for cutting you off, but you know, this is the general consensus. You know what I mean? It's the guys on the street, the guys in all the areas know that if the government are going to keep pushing them in, you know, we can't physically remove them, but what they can do is make it very uncomfortable for them when they're here. That's the way I think people are thinking. They're going to, instead of trying to be in a situation where England's trying to remigrate or repatriate, whatever you want to call it, we're in a situation where it's not somewhere they want to come to. So we never have that problem in the long run. And the problem that you have and Ireland has is it's totally different. Southern Ireland's wide open. They'll just cross the border into Southern Ireland, or they'll get the ferry or the plane into England, Wales or Scotland. And that's the unfortunate thing. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, it's not like we're pushing our troubles onto, you know, because they're not our troubles. You know, they're not your troubles neither. It shouldn't be any of our troubles. You know what I mean?
No, I agree with you. And there's only one person to blame for, one group of people to blame for what happened last night and what is going to happen on the mainland as well, because I think it will happen here as well, Freedom Dad. And that is our government, or the politicians, the professional politicians. I honestly do see Restore Britain and Rupert Lowe as literally our only hope, Freedom Dad, our only hope.
Yeah.
And the men who will inevitably be arrested and locked up, I'm not blaming them for what they've done. I'm blaming the politicians for pushing them into taking the actions that they took that might land them in prison.
Yep, 100%, 110%. But yeah, it's not rocket science. I mean, no, we don't need to explain nothing. You know, it's all self-explanatory. It's Northern Ireland, it's Ulster. We all agreed that this would happen. Nobody should be shocked. You know what I mean? We know what the politicians and the left-wing commentators and I've seen it already with the lefties and our mainstream media and how they're going to behave. But it doesn't really matter what they say, because everybody knows what they're going to say. Everybody's expecting to come out and they're going to target a couple of families because there was houses burnt, I believe, last night that belonged to locals. There was mistakes made and some areas. As far as I'm getting through the grapevine, I'm quite sure that the community will rally together to make sure that's put right.
Freedom Dad, I was going to mention, well, first of all, I wasn't going to mention the homes that were destroyed by accident, but I remember back in the day when that used to happen, restorations would be made and the families would be looked after. And I'm sure, I mean, that's one thing else that people do is they look after each other. It's a lesson on the mainland can learn. Yeah, I'm glad you said that, Freedom Dad. I'm glad you said that.
But it's something that, you know, the guys need to pay attention to, you know what I mean? Because it could have went so wrong last night, and we could have had a fatality of one of our own. You know what I mean? We're very, very lucky today to wake up to not having a horrific accident happening to one of our own. You know what I mean?
These things happen, sadly, though, don't they?
Yeah, 100%. Yep. But
Freedom Dad, how did those guys? You had a guy there from, was it Manchester?
Yes.
Has he gone back now? Did you look after him?
Yeah, we got one's going back this morning. I've got one in here, got him in a wee flat here, and I'm just going in to make sure he's all right. And yeah, he's had a good night's sleep. And you know, we look after our patriots. You know what I mean, mate? He's just a YouTuber. You know what I mean? And he's just somebody that I followed and watched for a wee while. And you know, he's a bit of a character. He's a bit like me. He's been in Kerr, and he's had his demons in the past, and he's you know, he's a Christian, and yeah, he does a lot of good for homeless and other drug addicts, and he brings a lot of footage for demos and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's
good. Well, give him our regards.
Yes, of course I will. Yes, of course I will. Yeah.
Now, don't think for one moment I'm after one of your star players. I've got to ask, right? And this is just purely professional. Was Caitlin out on the streets with you last night?
No, she's got her son. It was wouldn't no, not last night. You know what I mean? It would be too much. You know what I mean? Because we're running about the city. The city's quite difficult to get through and stuff. You know what I mean? We were going from one end of the city to the other. So yeah, it would have been too much. Couldn't have took the baby in there, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Took him to his first rat. Took him to his first rat.
My granddaughter, she's 24 now. She's never really been political, but lately she's taken more and more interest.
Yeah,
and when
I heard you saying that.
when
What
we
you
were
saying,
live
man?
yesterday, she came on and she commented and she says she wants to be out on the streets and she wants to go to the demonstrations. So, tell Caitlin she's
You'd be
going
a
to
proud
have some
granddad.
competition. She's going to have some competition
Good
from a
morning.
Welsh looker.
You're going to have some competition, Paul says. His granddaughter's going to start becoming a patriot. Good morning, Miss Mucky Man.
Morning, wee fella. Morning, wee
Good
man.
morning, Mucky Man.
Morning. Morning, wee man. Yeah, I see you've had breakfast.
Yeah, he's had breakfast, so he has.
Yeah.
But, I'm gonna leave you to it. I'm gonna be live today at some time in Belfast for Glenn's Court. Fingers crossed he gets the thrown out today. At finally nearly 2 years.
Yes, 2 years.
Fingers crossed.
Wow.
We'll see. But I will be reporting live from the court today anyway. So,
okay, I'm going to dig up some old footage from the last time you were outside the court. I've got some.
Oh, there's loads of. We've been at court that many times. For fuck's sake, the boys fucking up and down like you.
Well, you're keeping the judiciary busy then.
Tell me about it.
Okay, Freedom Dad, I'll let you go. And I've got to get on and do a video about the aftermath, and I'll link back to you.
Messy pup. Sorry, mate. Sorry, I'm multitasking. Feeding the baby.
Okay, Freedom Dad, you take care, brother.
Right, mate.
I think I'll. I'm playing another Loyalist song, but I don't know if it's appropriate because it's about building gallows for patriots, and I would hate to see that. Take care, brother.
I'll leave you to it. I have no input in your channel. It's just your channel. You do what you want.
See you later, Paul. Yeah, Paul is that. Sit
No.
Daí eu.
Falo português? O que há de novo?
Será
o que há de novo? Nada de importância?
Escondido.
All right.
Arraf.
Slow. Ta-da, guys.
Okay, hope you aren't talking Irish.
The Portuguese.
Right, mate. I'll see you later. See you later, chat. Speak soon. Bye-bye.
Okay, guys, that was really great. And that's the only reason we came on live this morning, was to see if we could get some feedback from Freedom Dad on what he saw in Belfast last night. Right. Yeah. Well, I'll just play a tune now for a moment, guys, and then we'll talk about the video that will be going up shortly once I get a chance, and I'll be focusing on, I think, the events what happened in Belfast, and also what Sinn Féin had to say. Sinn Féin, they're batshit crazy. But then again, I've never met a Marxist who wasn't batshit crazy. Yeah, Kerry's right. Stay safe, Freedom Dad. And look after that wee man. Right. Here we go. Share this. Play that. Hit that button. Get out of the way, you silly old fool.
I have a loyal Ulster man. They say the day the time was time. I fought the IRA. They say the time was pretty, but they say this day the time was time. So build my gallows, build them high, that I might see before I die the trembling and the hills of County Down. And I'll see again the lights of home. For I am a loyal Ulster man. They say this day that I must stand. I fought those evil men, and I do it all again. They say this day that I must stand. So build my gallows, build them high, that I might see before I die the anthem land and the hills of County Down. And I'll see again the lights of home. I am a loyal Ulster man. They say this day that I must stand. Well, I fought that evil band, and I freed my native land. They say this day that I must stand. So build my gallows, build them high, that I might see before I die the anthem blare, the hills of County Down. And I'll see again the lights of home. The anthem blends the hills of County Down. And I'll see again the lights of home.
Good stuff. Lock and load. Derry Ward.
The time has come.
Guys, what is the 8 a.m. stream for? 8 till 9, isn't it? Sometimes it goes on a bit longer. Really, it's just for you to say good morning to each other, catch up on the latest news, give any links to news others might have missed. Yeah, that's the purpose of the 8 a.m. stream. Yeah. The other thing is you've got to be careful with what you say in the comments, guys, with talking about prescribed organizations, certain things that the government YouTube doesn't like us talking about. There's nothing better than they like is an excuse to close this channel down. We've seen it happen to other channels, yeah. And so think before you post comments. I'm not saying anyone's posted anything this morning. Just think before you post anything that could endanger this channel. Because if it goes down, I just wouldn't have it in me to start another channel. I just wouldn't. I'd sit back and perhaps look for the nearest local Restore Britain party and become active with them. Yeah, it's the only reason I do so. Protect the channel. Protect the channel. Yeah, it was raining in Belfast last night. That was something that went in the government's favour, wasn't it? Yeah. I know you do, Lady J. I know you protect the channel. I know you protect it. I'd get you on as a guest, Paul. Yeah, ask me on. Ask me on. I'll get you on as a guest one day. We've got a lot to do today, though, haven't we? We've got to promote Welsh nationalist Joe Marsh, and Mark Collett. That's got to be done. I've got to find out how to stream it into our room. And we've got to keep an eye out on Freedom Dad, that's for sure. So the Kev K57 is here. Yeah. thinking about Kev. You're this close, Kev, this close to having that song played on an endless loop. You know the song I mean, Kev. And if you're going to make videos about me, make them flattering, make me look a bit younger, make me heroic, not some bumbling old fool falling over and tripping over in his garden, which is true, I suppose. I do a lot of that. But I want to be a Robin Hood type hero. Uncle Paul. Fucking hell. Makes me sound like Joe Stalin, Uncle Joe. And he was a lunatic. Oh, yeah. Guess I am as well. Yeah, I guess Uncle Paul might work in that case. Anyhow, let's oh right, yeah. Come and have a look at this. It's let me get that small. Let's go over here. Can I check is there? Yeah. Mad Dogs and Englishmen. That's from that poem by Oscar Wilde. Was it Oscar Wilde? Mad Dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. This is what native anger looks like when it finally snaps. The brutal truth. The brutal truth. Well, bold lad in the car screaming, enough is fucking enough as Belfast burns. The Irish have had decades of brutal civil war. The troubles hardened both sides into soldiers who know exactly how to fight when pushed. Now loyalist and Republican communities are starting to unite against the real enemy, mass immigration. Sudanese beheaders and third world chaos on their streets. This is what happens when native people forged in fire finally say enough. They don't integrate, they conquer. The British and Irish people still have the fighting spirit. If this spreads and the natives fully unite, the outcome will be absolutely brutal for the invaders and the traitors who imported them. Deport them all, seal the borders, or watch the fire spread. My England for the English, England, true grit, restore, no apologies, no surrender. Okay then, guys. Let's see what this guy says.
Cock, liberal left, dickheads. If you stand with the right side of history, you actually might get the government out. But if you keep sucking the government's cock, then no, you won't get it out. Surely to fuck now. Mary Lou McDonald has a lot to answer for above north. Micheál Martin, Keir Starmer, Simon Harris. These are our fucking leaders, our leaders. It's going to get worse. Like, Stevie Wonder can tell you and see you, or see that it's going to get worse. Like, it fucking doesn't take rocket science. It's going to get fucking worse. It's simple as that. There's no point even bullshitting or sugarcoating it any fucking more. We now have an attempted beheading on the streets. It happened to Sligo a few years back. 2 men got beheaded for being gay to a Muslim man. But now, that was swept under the carpet, didn't last long. This has gone viral all over the place. This is going to be the straw that brought the camel's back. And hopefully so. Up the north, guys, the men in Belfast, I hope you have a good night tonight. I really do. And I hope you fucking destroy that government up there. Because this shit has gone on way too fucking long. Your daughters, your sons, your wives and your girlfriends, now men, aren't even safe on the streets with these fucking scumbag Somalians. What the fuck has Somalia ever done for any country? Why would you bring in Somalians undocumented? What did it fucking do? No. More attempted beheadings. More Allah Akbar shit. And it's going to get fucking worse. Big protest up the north tonight. I think blocking all the roads at 7 o'clock. The best of luck to every one of you guys. Show us how it's done, lads. Please show us how it's done. Because we have a lot of fucking losers down here that won't get off their couch. And what they might do is they might comment on these posts and go, oh, you're so fucking lefty, you're so racist, all that kind of shite. Well, hopefully now, guys, this is the fucking final straw that broke the camel's back. And we are together. We are together. I know we've had shit in the past, Ireland and England, but this is a new fucking fight. It's a new battle, and it's a battle for the saviour of the country as well, because it's getting fucking destroyed. I stand with the men up north. I stand with them. I don't care. It doesn't make me a fucking turncoat. This shit has to stop. You have to get Islam out of this fucking country and stop inviting those fucking scum vermin into the country undocumented, unchecked. Again, it boils down to the fucking liberal governments, the soft cunts like Starmer. Micheál Martin, Simon Harris, and Mary Lou McDonald up there, Sinn Féin. We want diversity. We want a multicultural Ireland. Huh. Put it to referendum and see who wants a multicultural Ireland. Why would you scared fuckers?
Well, I'm not going to argue with him. I'm not going to argue with him. I've always said if I couldn't be Welsh, I'd like to be an Ulster man. Fucking hell, wish I was out there. No, he's not an happy chappy, is he? Industrial media. Yeah, but I think he said it all for all of us. Okay then, guys. Let's have a song. What sort of song do we want? No, I don't do that to you, Kev. Let's have this one. I don't remember this one.
Just across the Irish Sea stirs a heart with loyalty, raising honor and indignity, drives the will to keep us British free. Not alone are we on this journey, we're in a land just across the sea. It's a hand that reaches out in friendship, and a bond that's lasted centuries. And its hands across the water, reaching out for you and me, for Queen Ulster and for Scotland, held to keep our loyal people free. Let the cry be no surrender, let no one doubt our loyalty, reaching out to the brave red hand of Ulster is the hand across the sea. Cross water, reaching out for you and me, for Queen and Ulster and for Scotland, help to keep our loyal people free. Let the cry be no surrender, let no one doubt our loyalty, reaching out to the brave red hand of Ulster is the hand across the sea. Just across the Irish Sea stirs a heart of loyalty, raising honor and dignity, drive the will to keep us British free. Not alone are we on this journey, or in a land just across the sea. It's a hand that reaches out in friendship, it's the hand across the sea.
Brilliant, brilliant.
It's the hand across the sea. It's a across the sea.
I think that was a lovely song. I really do. I think that was beautiful. I think that's the first time I've heard it. Okay, guys. Yeah. This is another one of Kev's. Let's
the bar with a sailor's stare and a comb over fight in the salty air. He says, I've seen ports you couldn't pronounce. Now I get lost when I leave the house. He was Sparky in the Navy, tapping dots and dashes, sending secret signals while the ocean splashes. From Malta to Manila, from Brest to Bombay, he chased the world by wireless and a greasy trade. He's got tattoos that sag like old sea charts, a dodgy knee and a pacemaker heart. But ask him about the tropics and his eyes still gleam. Still gleam. Then he nods off halfway through the dream. Now it's 5 pints on a Sunday down the club by 2. Talking to the fruit machine like it owes him something due. He'll toast the king, the navy, and the girls he nearly knew. Then stagger home at closing time, humming blue suede shoes. He's landlocked now in a bungalow berth. Says the garden fence is the edge of the earth. Calls his armchair the bridge and the telly the mast. And shouts all hands when the kettle's on blast. He's got no ship, no crew, no rolling foam. Just a cat called Nelson who ignores him at home. But he wears his cap when he's taking out bins. Like a one-man fleet in carpet, slippers and pins. Now it's 5 pints on a Sunday down the club by 2. Talking to the barmaid like she's cleared for Channel 2. He'll toast the waves, the wireless, and the rum he never drew. Then shuffle home victorious, humming Peggy Sue. At night he cranks the volume high, Buddy Holly shakes the street. The neighbors bang the bedroom wall. He says, that's Morse code, keep the beat. He's dancing with a lampshade, saluting the fridge with pride. Mayday, mayday, send more snacks, there's no biscuits left inside. He tells the lads in Singapore, I broke 1,000 hearts.
I did.
They say you broke the dartboard, throwing after 3 false starts. He says I once outran a typhoon off the coast of Timbuktu. They say that's not beside the sea, mate. He says shows what you lot knew. But when the jukebox kicks up Elvis and the bitter's going down, he's 18 in his dress whites on the wild side of town. So here's 5 pints on a Sunday to the Old Salt's Grand Review. To the wireless and the war stories, only half of which are true. May his glass stay full of thunder, may his old tunes blast right through. And may heaven have a social club with a barmaid calling you. He's landlocked, grey and creaky, but his spirit's still at sea. Tapping out good night, my darlings, on the table, ... free. And when the 50s records crackle, he grins and says, stand by. Then sails off in his slippers with 5 pints and a pie.
Okay, guys. Yeah, I am. It's right. The Joe Marsh, Mark Collett talk. We will be streaming that from Rumble. That's something I've got to look into right away. Make sure I'm able to do that. Yeah, so you might see me pop in live now and again, practicing streaming from Rumble. See how it goes. Just got to go and find my password again. All right, guys. So you've been listening to Paul Morris, the Green Arrow. Stay safe, stay strong, aim high, vote low. And if you're in Belfast, move fast, stay low. Yeah. All in black, all in black. You know the song. All in black. Not distinctive clothing. Yeah. See you on the next one, guys. That's a wrap. Ah, any green arts from Kirsty? No green arts. No green arts. Okay. Catch you later, I am. See you on the next one, guys.